My dear student, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I hope that you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Now I am willing to take a class to discuss with you about history of English literature. At first I would like to introduce myself. Al-Amin sir, lecturer of English, Syed Ahmed College. History of English literature, it is very difficult term for us. But at this point, I would like to discuss with you modern age. Modern age is something different from the other ages. So there are some special characteristics of this age that has been included in this chapter, in these classes. I would like to discuss it with you. Modern age starts from 1901 and ends in 1939. There are some characteristics of modern age which are given below, which is very important. There are many characteristics of these ages, but I would like to discuss with you which is very special, which is very important for you. I would like to discuss you with these characteristics, such as individualism. Individualism. We know every writing has two perspectives, such as subjective and objective. The writers, when something deals with his personal view, personal thing, when a writer has a freedom of speech, freedom of thought, then this is called a subjective writing. And which is subjective writing? This is individualism. Then experimentation. We know modern writers are different from the other ages. Modern writers are very much experimental. They like to experiment something from a new thing. So modern age experimentation is a common thing in modern age. The writers try to explain themselves or explore themselves with a experimental situation, such as they try to experiment over psychology, over scientific thing, or any other thing. Then another thing will come in front of us: absurdity and complexity. The modern writers are very much full with absurdity and complexity. We know modern writing are very much easy with language, but it is very difficult, it is very tough to understand with its thought, because its thought is very difficult and complex. There is very much complexity, but it is very easy in language, which is different from the previous ages. The previous ages writings was very much difficult, but its thought was very clear. This is the difference. And absurdity. Absurdity, we know, when something, there is no similarity, there is no chronological situation, where no chronology is maintained. This is called absurdity. We know Waiting for Godot is a romantic drama, and it is based on absurdity. Then come to the next point: symbolism. Symbol is a system to express symbolism. Symbolism is a very essential thing in our literature, such as William Butler Yeats is a great user of symbolism. If we try to know, then we have to study William Butler Yeats. Then we will get some important symbol through his poems. Then influence of new technology. Modern writers are very much engulfed with a new thing. When a new technology will come in front of them, they will try to discover it. They will try to make them match with the situation, and they try to write with new technology, such as atomic bomb, then television, then radio, or many other things which is very much new to us. They try to write over the matter with them. Then optimism and pessimism. Optimism and pessimism is very clear to us. We know what is optimism and what is pessimism. The previous writers were very much optimism. They are very much optimistic. They deals with optimistic philosophy, but the modern people, modern poets are very much pessimistic. They do not possess any hope. They do not think that something will come which will be good for us. They do not think so. They think that everything is going to be ruined. No other good thing is coming for us in future. And we know optimistic philosophy, optimism is writing which will be found in Robert Browning. We know Robert Browning is an optimistic poet. So he hopes for something which will be good for us. But all the modern poets, all the modern writers are very much pessimistic. They think everything is going to decay. There is no good news, there is no good thing for us in front of us. Then formalism. Formalism is another way of writing for the modern writers. The modern writers write according to their own way, and their writings is very much formal. A very simple thing, they will describe it as a colossal matter, as a colossal figure. They will discuss it, though the matter is very simple. This is called formalism. Then hesitation and confusion. We know modern people are very much hesitate and they are confused with their things. Modern writers also deal with such a thing. The modern writers hesitate. What will happen? If I do it, what will be the reaction? What will be the consequence of this work? They hesitate with the matter and they have some confusion. Whether I will do it or not, whether I will write it or not, whether I will speak it or not. This is the confusion, or this is the hesitation of the modern people, though it was not seen in the previous period. Stream of conscience, which is very important thing for us. I have to discuss it with you. What is stream of consciousness? A literary style in which a character's thoughts, feelings and reactions are depicted in a continuous flow, uninterrupted by objective description. The thing which will be described, the writer's feelings, the writer's thoughts will be described very clearly in a continuous mood. There will be no drop, there will be no break. It will be continuous. There will be no hesitation. There will be no stop. The writings, the things, the thoughts of the writer will continually described or depicted. Then we have to know who are the writers of these ages. The modern writers, there are many writers, but I would like to meet with you which is very special, which is very important for you. I would like to introduce with you with these writers. Novelists. Novelist James Joyce. James Joyce, which is very important writer for you. In your final exam, you must get a question on the life of James Joyce or his works. Then Ernest Hemingway. He is also a modern writer, modern novelist. His many writings are very common to us. Then D.S. Lawrence. D.S. Lawrence is another most important novelist in our modern age. Then, if we discuss with poets, the poets Thomas Stern Eliot. Thomas Stern Eliot, which is very much popular, very much important poet in our modern literature. He also used symbolism in his poets. If we go Westland, then we will get many symbolism in his writings. Westland. Then W.B. Yeats, William Butler Yeats. He is also a modern poet. His writings contain all the characters, all the characteristics of the poet, which is contained by the poet W.B. Yeats. Then Dylan Thomas. Dylan Thomas is also a modern poet, and he possesses all the qualities of the modern characteristics. Then we have to talk with dramatist. Dramatist George Bernard Shaw. George Bernard Shaw are well known, and he is a father of the modern drama. His drama possesses all the qualities, and he is very much strong in his position of modern ages poem for drama. And Samuel Beckett, he is also a dramatist of our modern age. This is the main characteristics of this age, and there are many characteristics of this age we have, but simply and very shortly we discussed with the poet with the characteristics, which is very important for you. And I would like to suggest you that you have to go through the life and work of T.S. Eliot, W.B. Yeats, George Bernard Shaw, and James Joyce, which are very popular poet, which are very important writers for the modern age, and they will help you. And from these writings, you will get your question in your final exam. So you have to prepare yourself with according to 1, 2, 3, 4 writers. You have to go through the works of the four writers. Then you will get some question. Then the question will come in your final exam. You will get your question from these writings. And W. Yeats, T.S. Eliot, George Bernard Shaw, and James Joyce. These are most important writers of this modern age. Okay, thank you very much.